On the 11th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me 11 Christmas ideas, 10 Christmas tables, 9 ways of wrapping, 8 Christmas cocktails, 7 hours of vlogging, 6 appetizers, 5 cozy drinks, 4 sleepy dogs, 3 Christmas meals, 2 makeup looks, and a trip to the Bellagio.
Hi everyone, welcome to day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. I do have a question. Are you singing along at the beginning of the videos? You'll never sing that song again in the same way. Right, let's jump into this video. I would like to share some ideas and inspiration for creating a really cozy event if you're having friends or family around over the Christmas period. So let's jump straight in to number 1. I think it could be really nice to include a really oversized basket and fill it with either throws or blankets for your guests to cozy up on the sofa together and watch TV. You could color coordinate them, or you could actually incorporate this as part of a gift for them. Maybe you could roll up the blanket, put a ribbon around, put a little name tag on and hand them out to your guests as a little Christmas gift. I think that's a really sweet idea to do. Idea number 2, you could always hand out Santa hats. Now, at the dollar store, they have so many different choices of Santa hats, or even earmuffs. They would be a really sweet idea to hand out at Christmas time. Or you could do a dress code for your party where you could ask your guests to wear maybe an ugly sweater and a Santa hat, or a woolly hat and an alpine jumper. That would be really sweet, and especially when it comes to group photographs around the Christmas tree, I think that would look really nice. Number 3, warm your guests up with hot chocolate. Now you could do a hot chocolate bar where your guests can create their own concoction. And if you need some inspiration for drink ideas, I've actually created a video on day 5 with 5 cozy drinks. But I think a hot chocolate station's an awesome idea, and you can also make it alcoholic. Now, if you'd like to take your party outside, light up your fire pit. That's an awesome way to stay warm. Now, we don't have a fire pit in this back garden, but we do have one of those gas heaters. They're like a tall umbrella, and they light up and kick out some heat. They're really good to keep you warm. However, I think a fire pit is a bit more fun. And I love the crackle and the noise and the scent of a fire pit too. Don't save the fire pits just for camping. Now, whilst you're out on the back patio warming up, you could actually do a nice little display of outdoor blankets. Everyone can wrap up in a blanket, warm their hands up, and you can also heat up some marshmallows on the fire pit. And to give it more of a party vibe, you could take your fairy lights outside, string them along your outdoor seating, or if you have any trees or bushes in the back garden, you could light up your trees. If you have an old ladder, maybe you've got a patio covering, you could hang up your ladder and string your lights from your ladder. And if you're really adventurous, you could actually buy a little fake tree and put that outside and light that. That is going a little extra, but it would really look good, wouldn't it? Now, if you like the idea of heating up marshmallows and doing s'mores, you could actually do those inside. Cast iron frying pan. Now, last year I bought my husband from Target. It's a little contraption where you heat up your s'mores, your chocolate, and it has one of those little tiny tubs. I'm not sure what liquid's inside it, but you can light it and it has a little flame and you can heat up your marshmallows. So the grandchildren actually sat around the coffee table last Christmas and did their s'mores inside the living room, and they really enjoyed that. Now, going back to buying your guests gifts, you could, instead of hats, maybe give them socks, and everyone could sit in front of the fireplace, if you're lucky enough to have a fireplace, and warm up your socks on the fireplace. And you could take some really fun photographs like these. Now, if you're still chilly, then serve your guests some spicy treats to heat you up from the inside. And I'm thinking maybe samosas with some hot spicy dipping sauce. You've got the nut mix that are really spicy, or you could do some chili dogs where you could set up a station with some chili in a crock pot. You've got some hot dogs, your buns, and everyone can just build their own chili dog. Now, what has been popular lately is, given the effect of having a fireplace, And I just love this idea. Whoever came up with this idea, you're brilliant, because I love putting on the fireplace on the TV screen, especially on Christmas Day. It goes on first thing in the morning and it'll stay on pretty much until after dinner, and then we put on a Christmas movie. I love it. Now in my bedroom, I actually have a faux fireplace and my TV is above the fireplace. So what I do is I put on a Christmas window scene. So it looks like the window is above the fireplace and I'm looking out across a snowy landscape. It's really lovely. Now another way to get your guests feeling warm and cozy is to play games, and two of the games that I like is one, charades. You're always moving on that game. And two, lately we've been playing Pictionary. We bought a big easel and we went to the thrift store, or I went to the thrift store and I bought an old Pictionary game. So we've been playing that lately and really having some fun with that. Another way to make the house feel cozy is to light candles, and we all have candles in our house and we all have them nicely strategically placed around the living room. But how about getting a clump of them together and really going all out over the coffee table or on the kitchen counter? Really exaggerate and place them at different heights, maybe place them on the floor too, in front of the TV, around the fireplace. And also the scent. Now, if you was to go with like cinnamony scents, that would make the house smell really nice and warm. Whereas your lavender scents are more of a fresh, springy scent. You want to stick to those really nice, warming scents. I think that would look really lovely. Now, one thing that I did do one time, and my guests really liked it, and I thought it was so simple because I grew up with this, and that was saving your wine bottles and sticking a candle in and letting the wax drip all down the sides of the wine bottles. All my parents and aunts and uncles had one of those at their house, so I thought everyone knew that idea. But no, a couple of years ago, I placed some wine bottles on an outdoor dining table and all the guests thought it was just a really good idea. So I'll pass that idea over to you guys. And lastly, another fun way is that you could have a themed party where it's Christmas on the beach and have everyone come dressed in beach themed attire. But of course, you will need to turn up that thermostat to keep your guests warm. I hope you've enjoyed these ideas. Let me know if you've done any of them in the past. I actually now feel inspired to go buy a fire pit. I think that would be a really lovely idea for the grandchildren to sit outside around a fire. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Thank you so much. Consider subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Well, I'm all